What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. We're finally here in the charts. This is not a crypto vlog, as all my videos are every day, but we're looking here. I'm going to show you my opinion, give you guys a market update regarding Bitcoin and the market. Did we top out? Are we going to the bear market? Right? I just want to give you guys here, a big overview, including my indicators. And the big one here is the pi cycle indicator. Now, I made my own version that's coming out of my course very soon of the pi cycle indicator. If you didn't know about this indicator, it basically predicted the previous cycles to the T. I mean, you go right here on the weekly. This is my own indicator, by the way, and it's coming out soon with the course. But you can see how accurate this indicator has been in the previous cycles. Basically, showing you the top right there, even the previous one after that. So you can see this is a very accurate indicator so far. In each cycle, each bull market cycle, it has predicted the Bitcoin top, right? And we can see the whole point of this indicator is when these two MAs, which is all, it's correlated with pi, but it's like I think it's the 111 and the other one was like 350 or something. I could be wrong, but it's 3 something and 111. Once they start to contract and tighten up like it did right here, right? That's usually it signals a top, and that was the top right there. And this is on the weekly, but you can also see right here, same thing, 2017, right? We contract, we get tightening up right there, and it gave you the signal. And here's the thing, this indicator, it gives you the signal right there. Like this doesn't show up like when it's here, right? Once we're right there, you're gonna get these red dots. So you can see right there. Same thing here. I can go back and replay here, but you can see once after this candle was done here on the weekly, so right here, this red dot came out. So you can see this indicator has been very accurate, and so far we really haven't gotten to the that extreme contracting here like the past cycles. You can see the past cycles, it was just very tightened up, right? And we got close here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought that this was the bear market top here, right? We're actually rejected right there, that MA, and it wasn't tightening up as the previous cycles, but it got closer, and then we dumped from 73 or something all the way down to 49, right? And but that was a beautiful bull flag that played out to the upside, right? Perfect bull flag right there. Boom, 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 right? And now this going to be another bull flag, right? We do not know. I honestly don't believe that this is the top, not just because of this indicator, but there are other indicators as well. One thing too that I shared here in the group is, this is looking very similar to like a Wyckoff reaccumulation pattern, which we can see right here. I shared it right here in the group. It's something like this, right? So this is Bitcoin right now on the daily, and we can see this is Wyckoff reaccumulation. It's usually something like this where we have, it's coming down in this kind of like bull flag, but then we have this huge spring down. And for this to play out, right, I'm not saying that this is going to play out, but for this to play out, we would need a nice recovery very soon, right? It doesn't have to be the next week, could be the next month, but it would have to be like a V-shaped recovery, right? And I'm not saying a V-shaped recovery back to 110, not 110 to like 100K or something, but we would need to see some price action to the upside very soon in the next coming month at least, okay, for this to play out like the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, as you can see right here. So it's been looking very similar, right, where we have the downtrend, and for this to play out, like I said, this will have to be the spring. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people, everyone is saying, oh yeah, Bitcoin is coming to this level, right? And obviously, I do believe at some point Bitcoin will come to this level, okay, which in fact was the previous top range. But just because this is a big point of control level doesn't mean it will come now, right? Where everyone believes it's coming here. I mean, you just go in the comments, you go on, the sentiment right now is everyone believes Bitcoin is coming to this level, right? Around 70K, 66, right? 70 something. And it's not guaranteed that it will, right? It's not, I mean, we can come down here to 80, right? 80, 70, 78, and then bounce off of that, have a big bear trap where a lot of people are selling, because the thing right now, a lot of people are selling, saying, why would, I'm just gonna sell and re-enter here, right? I'm just gonna sell, cut my losses and re-enter here because everyone is saying that we're coming down to this range, is big point of control. So let me just sell right now, even if it's at a loss. Let me sell, and then we dump more, and they're like, oh yeah, see, we're going down lower, and then boom, right? We have that big V-shaped recovery, and it's a big bear trap, right? That's the definition of a bear trap. So I'm just giving you guys here some scenarios for Bitcoin if it is bullish, right? The other thing too, guys, is we're very overbought. I mean, we're very oversold here on the weekly, right? We've never been this oversold on the weekly since Bitcoin was actually right here. So this is actually an improvement, right? Because last time we were in this overbought territory right here on the weekly, Bitcoin was 52K. So now we're deep in overbought, very overbought, and Bitcoin, at least right now, right, it's 84, but we did come down today we wicked down to like 82, 81, but it's been holding 84. So, when you look at that on the weekly, creating a higher low here would be very bullish, right? Because then we have all the space to come up here to come back to overbought regions here, which I believe will be the top of the bull market, right? As Bitcoin starts to move up here on the weekly. So next time we're up here on the weekly, it's most likely going to be the top, right? Which I believe will be this year. So yeah, that's another thing. Another thing I wanted to show you guys as well, Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance is still strong. A lot of people thought you were going to have altcoin season back in December, but we flipped green and we've been in an uptrend since then, right? And Bitcoin, the last time Bitcoin had a big local top, right, was right here back in 2019. You see right here when Bitcoin dominance is going up, right? Bitcoin dominance was going up, and then 2019, when Bitcoin dominance was coming down, this was during the pandemic, okay? This right here was during the pandemic with the crash. But then guess what, right? It kept coming down, but then we came back up into 2021, and then we had altcoin season right there. We had that major drop. So we can be, we might have a similar situation, right? I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the same thing, but I can bet you that back then, during the, when Bitcoin was moving up here, and we had this big local top here in 2019, right? We had this big local top here at 14K, and then we were coming down to 11K, 10K, 8K. Every month was a new low for Bitcoin right here back in 2019. And I can bet you a lot of people were saying, yeah, that was the top, that was it. And especially right here when we had this huge wick down here, right? Everyone thought that was the top of the bull market. And it wasn't, right? We recovered and we went back, broke the 2017 all-time highs, and then we topped out here in much higher prices compared to 14K. So I'm not saying that we're in a similar situation right now, but I'm just giving you guys here, the past for Bitcoin, which is important to note, right? And, we can also see, like I said here, the total market cap, we're under 3 trillion. In fact, right now, when you look at the total market cap, I think it's a great buy signal right here. And the reason why I say that is because we're coming down to retest this level here on the total market cap, right? Which, it's kind of like Bitcoin. It's kind of like Bitcoin coming down to retest its level. If you look where everyone thinks Bitcoin is coming down to retest, this big point of control. Well, the total market cap is doing that right now. In fact, you can see that right there. So it's coming down here to retest this big point of control. Basically, where it topped out here back in March of 2024, and I believe it will bounce. I mean, I believe this. We can go a little bit lower, but I believe it will create a higher low here, right, and continue this uptrend on the total market cap. All right, this is just my opinion, based on the market right now, but I believe we will bounce. I don't believe we're just gonna keep dumping down here, you know, and breaking this big point of control. You know, the worst case scenario is we can stay, you know, over here for maybe a month or two, and then, you know, maybe drop some more and then start to move up, right? But I believe this will be I believe this is just a retest here, the previous top for total market cap. So we got USDT dominance. This is another important chart to keep your eyes on. And we can see we're coming back up here, but you got to understand USDT has been in a downtrend since the bear market, since 2022. So, you know, everyone's calling for a bear market now. Well, you know, we're still in a downtrend for USDT, right? Until we have a complete break of structure, meaning we do something like that, right? Break the previous high and start putting in some higher lows, right? We're not in the bear market, right? Because USDT is still, you can see right here. Yeah, I mean, we had a big candle. I mean, just like right here. I mean, look at that, right? We had a big candle right here, right? And we went up. Same thing right here. We might go up a little bit higher, put in a lower high, and then continue the downtrend and break this big area of support, as you can see right there. So I'm just giving you guys here my thoughts, my opinion. I think honestly it's a great time to buy. Not financial advice, of course. What I've been buying, I've been sharing what I've been buying in the group. And here's the thing: a lot of people are basically everyone is saying they're gonna start buying when Bitcoin is here, right, in 70K range, and you know that's fine. But I just want to remind people that, you know, back when Bitcoin was under 20K, 15K, there were countless number of people that were waiting to buy Bitcoin at 9K and didn't buy anything under 20K. So, you know, the same way that there's greed up, there's also greed down, right? But again, you want to look at your portfolio, you want to balance risk management. Maybe you're already too deep into crypto, and maybe, you know, you shouldn't buy right now because you already over leveraged yourself, right? So it all depends on you guys, but just wanted to give you guys my opinion. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when the course comes out and my new indicators comes out. And also another thing I forgot to mention, I know the video is super long, but quantitative easing, right? I believe we're going to have quantitative easing very soon. The Fed has hinted at that, just like we had quantitative easing right here. I mean, here's the thing. We can't have an altcoin season without quantitative easing, in my opinion. The reason why we had an altcoin season right here was because of quantitative easing, in my opinion. Okay, we would have never had altcoin season if we didn't have that quantitative easing right there and back in 2021. But again, comment below what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.